we just want to wish you, a great weekend as you continue to engage in all your activities. And, the heat, the intense heat, we have gotten some rain. We are very thankful. But, the heat continues, and we just have to try to persevere and endure. Okay, it's all part of it. All right? But we are thankful for a brand new day. We want to wish everyone here in Nevis, the best of good morning greetings. Those in St. Kitts, also those further afield. Wherever you are joining us from at this point in time, we bid you a very, very warm welcome and, good morning greetings. And, of course, if you are celebrating today, we are happy to celebrate and, rejoice with you. Birthday, anniversary, okay, wherever you are, whoever you are, all right? We are happy to celebrate with you. And if you are on the downside, you have lost a loved one, or you are going through some difficult circumstance, or prayers, our thoughts are with you, and we are just encouraging you to hold on, right? And to all the families who might be in mourning at this time, okay, difficult moment, all right, our prayers are with you, and we just want you to say, hold on, don't give up. Right? We do apologize for the late start. Sometimes there's a little technical issue that arises now and again, and we would often say, well, circumstances alter cases, all right? But it's part of life, right? But we are here, and we're going to have a great time together. So without any further ado, I say good morning, Shefton, good morning, Ren, good morning to everyone.
Good morning. Good morning, Chesley. When I ain't going to give the go ahead this morning. Good morning, Chesley. Good morning, Ren. So hopefully I might call Denise and Pam and so on. Maybe. I just want to say good morning to all of my favorite people. I want to make special mention up front. My mic is on? I want to make special mention up front of our very dear friend and niece, because she called us all uncle, in due time. Denise Walters Williams. She is celebrating her birthday today. So, okay. Denise.
All right. Okay.
That's very
Denise,
good.
I want to say to you, very blessed and happy birthday.
Indeed.
May today be the best of birthdays for you. Enjoy to the fullest.
Yes.
And I know God will bless you with many more years of celebration. Yes. So happy birthday to you, darling.
Yes.
And then I would want to say good morning to my family circle, my circle of favorite family members. Kaleta, Tamisha, Claudia, Tammy, Tinisha, Kaim, Kayan, Kiano, Ajani, Aishinaya, Isaiah, Zarian, Zevi, and Bupsi, down there in Anguilla to Shamika. I don't think they will be here because they are participating in a track meet today. Shamika, Kitara, Gustavia, Owen, and then I come back and I call Yodana, Shantiana, and Shadone. I will call Damien as well, even though he may very well not be listening. And then I go to Dejeuner, and I call my favorite of the favorites down the line here, Soda, Malika Brown Sadler, my little Soda. Oh my goodness, she's something. Good morning, Soda.
That's becoming a big Soda now.
Uncle love you, I want to also say greetings to Ormin, my dear cousin Ormin, across in St. Thomas, and she's locked down. I want to say good morning to Jason and his family down there in Anguilla as well. His wife Connie, children Cine and Symphony. I want to say good morning to Eldina, if she's listening over there. I want to say good morning to Denise, and I'll tag on Pam and Carol along. That so you mustn't give them your special greeting. I don't want to say good morning, just good morning to all of you. I also want to join with Chesley and express, condolences, heartfelt condolences to all those who are mourning the loss of loved ones. I know for sure our dear brother and classmate and Ren good friend, Pastor Theodore Griffin. He's mourning the loss of his brother, his biological brother, who is my church brother and one who I got along very well with, William Griffin. He has departed this life and is due to be laid to rest soon. I think I see a date saying the 8th of June, Saturday 8th of June, so I'm putting it here so that persons who are interested may know. It will be at the Charlestown Methodist Church on the morning of Saturday 8th June. Yes, the service is scheduled for 10, viewing from 9:30. So I expect it to be a big one. So if you want to get a seat, you'll have to come early. Yes. I want to say good morning to people like Ingrid Brown, Dane Hickmans, and Althea Salit Paris up there in Harris. I want to say good morning to my neighbor as well, Andy Sugar Huggins. There are people who listen from time to time. If you all are listening, good morning to you. If you are not listening now, but you play back the live, the recorded program, then you will get your greetings. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. We look forward to a wonderful time of interaction as usual. Ren?
Thank you, Shefton. Good morning to you, and good morning to you, Chesley. And you guys are so right. Unfortunately, we have to insert almost like it's a part of our greetings now that we have to extend condolences, unfortunately, to all our family and friends. We are seeming to be losing people so fast these days, by all sort of unfortunate means. But nonetheless, we wish you strength, and our prayers are with you. God is still in control. Amen.
Yes.
All right, so good morning, everybody. Welcome to the good old days for today, Saturday the 25th of May. Boy, time is flying down the road.
Yes.
With a lot of speed, as we say.
Full speed.
Full speed, as we would say, right?
Yes.
And Shefton, maybe I should right now mention to our listeners that I would not be here on the 8th because I would have to attend the funeral of my friend and brother's funeral. Also, want to express condolences to Sandra and her husband down there in St. Thomas, who's always listening, right? And also on the 15th of June, I would also be missing in action because I have another funeral to attend. That is the funeral of Maisie Springett.
Okay.
Right, that's the mother of Sophie and Wayne, and the guy may know her from Government Road and here at the Wesley Holiness Church here in Charlestown. All right, so please bear with us as we give support to our friends and families as they mourn, and we have to give support, all of us. We don't know when it's going to be our turn, so we have to do our part now. Good morning, Pam. How you do? Long time. Morning, Carol. Morning, Denise. Morning to all my friends and families all across the globe. There are many, and I thank God for all of them. I want to say good morning to a group of people, my classmates, class of 1978. Understand they had a really good time recently, and I was unable to be a part of. Understand one of my classmates was visiting. You guys may know Hewlett Weeks. Yes. And it was good to hear that he was visiting and they had a good time together, right? Sorry I missed that, but that's how things are. You can't get everything, right?
Indeed.
All right, but I'll be in touch with him, and thank all those who made an effort to make him feel at home and did some reminiscing and all that, all right? So welcome everybody. The good old days on for another Saturday. Please remember that you can be a part of the program by calling 1-869-669-7312, and that's also our WhatsApp number for wherever you are in the world. You can join us, and locally 469-7953, and those of you in the diaspora again, you can join us on 1917-460-2187, and of course you can also make your submissions on Facebook and let us know what your thoughts are of the programs we present today, and learn and interact with each other.
Yes. Chesley and Ren, maybe we might even now want to start to think of how we will what we will do on that, on at least on the 8th, because Brother William Griffin and I were very close. He was a diligent worker in the Methodist Church in Charlestown congregation. Him and I worked together in certain instances, collaborated. We got along very well. And I think, Theodore is our brother and classmate. He's near and dear to us. And for sure, I would want to attend that homegoing celebration as well. So, we might want to put it in the back of our mind what we'll do on that day. Yes. Okay, and before you go on there too as well, let me just greet those persons who have made their submissions on Facebook so far. I am seeing Sydney Stapleton, and for the last several weeks, Sydney has been the one who has been diligent in commenting first. And he says, "Good morning, guys. Always want to say good morning to my mom, Mabel White in Barnscott.
And she's always listening.
Also, my sister Diana." Yes. And then Ermin was next. Ermin said, "Good morning to all." And she was there waiting, people wait on us, because when I send the link to Ermin, he sent me back. I was just wondering what happened.
Rwanda normally says she's in the schoolyard waiting.
Yes. Well, but then Rwanda has been busy in more recent times, so sometimes she not get to be in the schoolyard. She get a chance to peep in now and again. Yes, but we understand.
Yes, and
Brendely Williams is in. She's saying good morning to the good old days families.
Morning.
Good morning to you as well, my dear. Ingrid Daniel Farrell says good morning everyone, blessed Saturday all. Cheryl Tyrrell is in saying good morning guys. Good morning to you, Cheryl. How are you doing today? Everlovely Green says good morning to the good old days family.
Hi Esther.
Amethyst Stanley is in saying good day everyone, blessings to all, good day to you and to your dear husband as well. Jam Fob says good morning to all the Fobs far and wide. Far and near. Condolences to our family, the Fobs and Duo who lost Berkeley from Bath Village. Bath Village, and to friends and all that are mourning. May God grant comfort to all indeed. Annette Morton says good morning.
Hi,
you all was very late this morning. Yeah. Well,
Annette.
Yeah, if you were listening, you would hear what Chessie said. Chessie said, circumstances alter cases. I find that it's something I have to use every now and again. Circumstances do alter cases. Yes. Lily Penny Library is saying good morning. Gwen Williams, good morning, Gwen. How you doing? Gwen says good morning, guys. And Cheryl said me good, giving thanks. Praise the Lord. The best thing we can do, anyone can do, is to give thanks.
Yes.
All right. Well, today we're going to focus on Granny's coping strategy. All right. Or if you want to say her survival strategy. How did she manage in difficult times? All right. And we understand that Granny is a symbolic character. So when we say Granny, we're not just talking about Granny, but we're talking about Granny's Day. Okay, Granny's Day. And of course, it would include Grandpa as well. We can't leave out Grandpa. Sometimes Grandma and Granny get all the attention in terms of labeling. Okay, but we can't forget Grandpa as well. All right? And all those elders.
Because invariably, Grandpa was somewhat in the background.
Yes.
Granny was almost like the face of the family, the face of the household.
Right.
Because a lot of things that would involve interaction with the rest of the community and so on.
Definitely.
Granny was the one. So then you find that Granny had to do a lot of work. Grandpa was in the background because Grandpa did mostly the hard work.
He went
out there with the farm and he was all in the morning. Or thump the ground plant something, or if he was employed elsewhere. So he was out there working hard. He was doing all of that manual labor. He was truly called the breadwinner of the family then.
Right.
So it was a partnership.
Yes, definitely.
It was a partnership.
Okay.
Yeah, so Grandpa was almost like the hard-working, silent partner.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
And the one that is not always so visible.
Right.
Yes. But then even when Granny was able to share to yarn with the neighbor, a Grandpa hard work,
Yes, definitely.
I see a greeting here from Omen. He said good morning to Swanston family in St. Croix, and that takes in people like Elroy and Julie Swanston and their family, their children and grandchildren.
Yes.
Yes.
But Shefton, Chesley, you realize the shift over the years. As we speak, in time past, Granny used to be the one that was more talkative.
Right.
She would always be communicating and so on.
Right.
But things have, as we were, turned around now. You know, you find the dad is the one that is always, going out and representing the family in terms of, doing all the connections and communications and so on.
Definitely.
Yeah, in many instances. In many instances, yes.
Okay. But let us begin then with Granny in the kitchen. Then Granny is going to cook soup today, and she's cooking fish soup.
Boy,
fish soup.
All right. All right. And we want to engage you, and you can win yourself a top up, and it's a generous one as usual. Okay, you can win yourself a top up. Compliments the good old days.
Yes.
Okay, and you have to come up with all the items in the pot of soup.
Today.
what?
Okay,
And Jesse, Mary put a disclaimer up front. This pot of soup today doesn't necessarily have in all of the things that can go into soup. I mean, if you put in all the things that can go into soup, you're not going to run over.
Exactly.
But we have a sample, of what Granny has in her pot.
Just for today.
Just for today. This soup is just today's soup, And so we want you to keenly look at the list we have here and see what is there, and if you can decipher the handwriting, say what it look like. Just try to tell us.
Well, we're going to see it, Jefton. Oh, don't see it.
No. They see us, right? They can see us.
Well, they see your list.
And just to remind you that part of Granny's coping strategy is to use what she has.
What's available.
What she produced, what she has in the kitchen.
What's available.
So nothing goes to waste. So that is part of our coping strategy, and that's why we are beginning with this activity. So we have 10 items, 10 provisions, okay, in the pot, and then you have to...
all in the provisions.
What one? Okay, 10 items. Let me say items.
Yes,
10 items in the pot.
Items.
Okay, and we're going to give you some clues. Then, so what we'll do, we'll give you the items now. We'll give you the clues, and then we're going to take some... do some acknowledgements. Give you a little time to think, put your list together, and then we'll come back to it. All right, so it's fish soup. Okay, so the fish has the name of a profession where one cares for the health of others.
That is
Okay, all right. Okay, we are being very generous. Okay.
Oh my!
And we are going to give away 2 of the items too. Okay. One is of very high water content. One is the item. Okay. The other one is the sister of Tanya. So we give you Tanya. All right. The other one is the sister of breadfruit. So we give you breadfruit. The other one we'll just say someone gave me a hand of this. Okay. The next one, the shape of a cartwheel. All right. The next one, yes.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Just
yes.
The last one?
No, not the last one. No. No. Shape of a cartwheel. Okay. And the next one, I'm long and orange in color. And the last one, okay, Granny need me, cut me, and drop me in the pot. Okay, okay, so those are the items.
Lord Jesus.
Okay, so let me just run through again quickly, and then we'll take some acknowledgements. All right? Okay, so we're cooking fish soup today. Okay, the fish bears the name of the profession where one cares for the health of others. The next one, okay, is high in water content. The next one is the sister of Tanya. The next one comes in the shape of a cartwheel. The next one is the sister of breadfruit. Okay, the next one, we'll just say, someone gave me a hand of this. The next one, I'm long and orange in color. And the last one, Granny need me, cut me, and drop me in the pot. Okay. Pay attention to that. They need me, cut me, and drop me in the pot.
Okay.
Okay, let's take some acknowledgement, and then when we come back, we'll be taking your calls. Okay,
I just wanted to say to you, Chesley and Shefton, maybe it would be advisable to say to our listeners that Granny, especially now, cooks what's available.
Yes,
right?
Definitely.
And we know, we say we don't have seasons here, but we know our seasons, right?
Yes.
So Granny is cooking today. What's available?
What's available?
All right.
Okay. And the numbers to call? Just remind you of our numbers.
Numbers to call 469-7953 or 869-669-7312.
Okay. Okay, and let me just say, Chesley, we are looking for people to call, right?
Yes.
Call in and give. I see a portion thing that coming from Facebook there. So call in and give your answers.
Yes.
You can win this top up only through your voice.
Yes.
Not through your writing.
Yes.
And we have a WhatsApp number, so it's easy for everyone.
Yes, you can call us on WhatsApp. So yeah. So
669-731.
those are you who have been writing on Facebook, get a pen and piece of paper.
They're just giving away the answers.
Write them down. See if you have 10 and then call in with them.
Right.
And so because you put up a lot of things and the smart ones, some smart ones who I know, don't start to take down what up there, because it's some correct answers up there.
Well, maybe they just want to be good Samaritans.
They want to be help. They want to help others. Okay, but that is all right too. That is all right. Okay, here we go.
But just know that they can't win by doing that.
Yes.
CBN.
Oh, okay.
102.1 FM program is being simulcast weekly on the Caribbean Broadcast Network, heard on CBN Superstation 90.9 FM, Go Loud Digicel app, covering the entire U.S. and British Virgin Islands, and CBN TV on Flow Channel 101 and on CCT TV Channel 291. We do appreciate our U.S. and British Virgin Island listeners and viewers joining us for these informative and entertaining programs on 2020 Vision Radio and 102.1 FM. Are you in need of professional property assistance? Look no further than Hammerin Services, located in Heritage Plaza, the Howells Building on Main Street, Charlestown. We can provide valuation of lands, properties and commercial properties, land and house sales, rental properties, and property management. We are just a phone call away. Contact Ron Daniel at 662-3601 or Hastings Daniel at 662-8146. The experts at Hammerin Services who can handle all of your property needs.
EC Computer Institute, serving you with distinction since 1993. Located on Shiloh Baptist Road, Ramsbury St. Nevis, we offer primary and secondary school children courses, basic, intermediate, advanced and university level adult courses, CSEC EDPM, CAPE Computer Science, and CSEC or CAPE Information Technology. You can become proficient in computer maintenance and repairs, QuickBooks accounting, computer programming, web page design, and Microsoft Office, which includes Word, Excel, Access, PowerPoint, and Publisher. Other services include printing, copying, scanning, internet and computer rental, accounting, computer programming, hardware and software installation, data recovery, and much more. We are open at 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. from Monday to Friday and 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturdays. For more information, find EC Computer Institute on Facebook or contact 469-5742 or 469-0493 or 668-3032. Remember, computer literacy today enables occupational mobility tomorrow.
Let TDC Financial Services help you go for your goals. Whether you're thinking of taking that grand vacation, down payment on a house, higher education, TDC Financial Services has various plans that will allow you to go for your goals. The Accumulator Plus. Choose your payment plan and earn as your money grows. Start with as little as $100 and choose the payment terms suitable to your needs. Investment Starter Plan. A long-term plan that will allow you to make that big investment when you're ready. Fixed deposit. You can fix your investments at various terms. Earn on your money when it matures. Ready to go for your goals? Visit us at TDC Financial Services, where money is made easy.
Okay, and we are back, and you're in tune to the good old days here on 2020 Vision Radio, right? And if you have just joined us, we just want to let you know that today our focus is Granny's coping strategy. All right, and we are with Granny in the kitchen. This is where we are going to begin. And we say part of Granny's coping strategy is that whenever she's cooking, she is very creative and she uses whatever is available to her. All right. So most of what she would put in her pot is what she produces, okay, or whatever she has at hand. Okay. And so for open activity, we'll want you to just guess all the items that are in Granny's pot of soup today. And it's a pot of fish soup. Okay. And we are going to give you some clues as usual. We are very generous and we are going to give away 2 of the items as well. So actually you only have to come up with 8 of the 10. All right. And remember, you have to call. So you can only win via the phone line. We want to remind you of that, right? If you post anything on the Facebook wall, you're just being a good Samaritan. And we thank you and others would thank you as well. Okay? But, we do appreciate your, your involvement still. Okay? All right. So the fish bears the name of a profession where one cares for the health of others. You don't want anything better than that. Okay? One is high in water content. Okay? What do you put in your soup that is high in water content? The other one is the sister of Tanya. A sister of Tanya. All right? So you're going to come up with that. Already you have Tanya. The other one can come in the shape of a cartwheel. What am I? All right? And the next one is the sister of breadfruit. And there you have another one, breadfruit. Okay? What is the sister of breadfruit? And the other one, almost, okay, someone gave me a hand of this. Someone gave me a hand of this. And the next one, I am long and orange in color. Okay. And the last one, Granny knead me, cut me, and drop me in the pot.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
What is that? So that's the 10. Yes. Go ahead, Ben.
Am I always orange? Just thought I'd ask.
Well, you have light and deep.
The shade may vary, but basically.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Okay.
And so, yes, we wanted to call. Okay. Numbers again, Ren, please. Yeah.
Numbers are 1-869-469-7953 or 1-869-669-7312 or 1917-460-2187.
Right.
Okay.
Hope we got at least one of those.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to set the pot a cooking. All right? You can be the first. Sometimes you have not all the items, but you can start,
Because someone little more boiling and some.
Yes, exactly.
Like I see Lady Penny put in a fish there.
Put in a fish.
He look close.
He look close.
He look close. Don't let me fool you, Lydia, and the others who follow it. Anyway, let me take some greetings. I see Mona Davis saying good morning, everyone. Blessed Saturday to everyone.
Hi, Mona.
Lady Penny, Lady have a list of things. We don't have any yam, do we?
No, that's you. That's a call you get in there, what?
No, that's not a call.
I've seen a whole list of things here, and some of them look good. I see Jerome. Well, good morning, Jerome, my neighbor from Dane Harris. He has a long list here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, Jerome, the fish must have a name, Jerome.
Jerome
he has 6 things there, and he said from his is the fish. Oh, I think the fish from my godfather, Godfrey Powell, who was right next door. And you have some correct ones there, Jerome, but all of them not correct. So get back to it, get your 10 and call in with them.
Yes.
Rhonda Brown saying good morning, peeping in on the job. Yeah, we call your name already, Rhonda.
Morning.
And we say you are busy these days, so you don't get to sit in the schoolyard until we
have our first call.
We have our first call. Let's see the first correct person here now.
Correct. Good morning, you're on the good old days.
So I'm calling with the answer.
Yes, go right ahead, please. Take your time.
Yam, Dr. Fish, banana, carrot, dumpling, papaya, breadfruit, bread nut, and jackal.
Okay, we wanted to go again. Just one more time because we don't want to want to be fair to you. Okay, so let's go again.
Okay, so yam, Dr. Fish, banana, carrot, dumpling or jackals, papaya, and bread nut.
Okay.
Caller, you have to be precise.
Yes.
It's not either or. You said dumpling or
Yes,
droppers. You have to
yes.
tell us which one.
Yes.
Dumpling.
Dumpling.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's go. Okay. So you gave us Dr. Fish, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, just okay. So let me go again then.
Okay.
Yam, Dr. Fish, banana, carrot, apples, papaya, and bread nut.
Bread nut. Okay. That's
1,
Okay,
2,
1, 2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5, 6.
okay.
What you got?
Dr. Fish. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 7.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, we have another call.
You got 7? Okay.
Yes, wait. Okay.
Caller, what I would say,
She
you have
gave us-
most of them.
Okay, she gave us you have 6, right?
6.
So you have Dr. Fish papaya. Okay, you have the
I think the caller's gone.
she's gone? Okay.
Okay, let's take the other call then.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. Look, the call is still there.
Oh, you're still
It's
there?
still there.
Still your caller?
Yes. Okay, so you have 6.
You have 6 correct.
Right. Okay?
6? Okay then.
You have
Okay.
6. But very good try. Thank you very much.
Okay then.
Okay
thanks.
then. Thanks. Okay.
Okay, you have another call, Shefton.
Yes. That one they look at you, huh?
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good
Yes, you're on the
morning.
good old list. Go ahead, please, with your list.
Dr. Fish, Dasheen, bread nut, carrots, banana, papaya, yam, and droppers.
Okay. There's no yam, there's no dashi.
No.
Okay? All right?
Okay.
All right, so give it a try again. Very good try. Thank you very much. Okay? We do appreciate your involvement. All right. Okay, so let's go. Okay, give us a call here on the good old days. You can win yourself a top up.
Yes,
Come
if,
the good old days.
if you're at
Yes.
home, you can also call us on 469-7953. Well, most people use cell phone anyway, so
Yes.
that's fine. 669-7312, and that's also our WhatsApp number. Call us from anywhere in the world.
Okay, all right. Okay, so that caller would have given us
Wait.
a few of them, yes.
Yes, those 2
Yes,
callers,
yes.
I think, had the same 6 correct.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we said there's no yam, there's no dashin. Okay?
No.
So that again is another clue. Okay?
Yeah, because
Yes, so like a striker.
Dasheen would be
Yeah.
a family to Britannia as well.
Right.
I think that's what person.
Yeah,
Chesley,
yeah.
Chesley, I think that also we are only looking for them to give us 8.
Just
Are we-
8 to 10. 8 to 10.
Of
We
the
gave
10.
2. We gave
Yes.
2, yes.
But I don't even know if they pick it up properly.
Because
Well, they got to pick it up.
Hmm?
They got to pick it up. Yes.
No, because
By a
if-
process of elimination. If it's
no,
not,
you asked for
yes,
10. You asked
yes.
for 10, Chesley. But you say you gave them 2.
Yeah, yes.
So maybe they feel they don't have to mention the 2 that you already gave. Because that is what is happening.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't been mentioning those 2 that you gave. You understand?
No, well, that's understood. So it's
Okay.
only 8 we're looking for. Yes.
And so you sound like a striker.
Okay.
No cake, no pudding. So no yam, no dash.
No yam.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes, give us a call. 869-669-7312 or 469-7953.
Okay. All right. So, maybe we can say what we have gotten so far then. Okay, we can say what we have gotten so far. Okay. Have we gotten the is Joppers on the list?
Yes.
Okay, Joppers is there, right? That's the one you're going to need me, cut me and drop me the pot. So that's Joppers.
Yes.
Okay. We got the long and orange in color.
No.
Yes.
Yes, somebody mentioned that, right? That's
Yes,
the
both of
carrot.
them. Both of them
the
mentioned
carrot.
it. Both
Oh,
of them.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And someone gave me a hand of this.
Mm-hmm.
We had that one as well.
Yes.
So that's
Banana.
the green banana. So that's there.
Yes.
The sister of breadfruit,
The bread nut.
the bread nut.
We got
Okay,
that.
we got that one.
Water content.
Yes. High in water content, right? That's the
Papaya.
papaya. The fish we got, right?
Yes.
That's the Dr. Fish.
Dr. Fish.
We didn't get the sister of Tanya.
Of Tanya. And it's not the correct sister.
Yeah, well, yes.
You get the twin. You get that sister one, not the twin.
Okay. We got this shape of a cartwheel?
No.
No. So we haven't got those. So those two are outstanding, right? So I can come in the shape of a cartwheel and the sister of Tanya. Okay, it's not Dashin. Okay, so
you should say the twin sister.
So by a process of elimination, you can come up with the answer. Okay? You have to think hard. All right?
It's not Dashi.
Yes.
Okay, we have another call. Here we go. Good morning.
Trying again.
Yes.
Banana, papaya, droppers, bread nut, Dr. Fish, Edo, and carrots.
Okay.
Okay.
You're good.
Right. Okay. Yeah, there's no
Is that the Edo neither?
Edo is not the Edo.
Yeah. So
okay.
it's not Dashin, it's not Edo.
Okay, so
yes.
So
Continue eliminating.
You're right. Okay.
Try again.
Thank you, thanks, caller.
Thank you.
Very good try.
By time this one, this here now. By time this family of Tanya is ready for cooking, it should be in grade 2.
Yeah, yes.
Grade 2 of primary school.
Okay.
Okay, so keep the calls coming. Okay, there you go.
Good morning. Morning, you in the good old days.
Good morning.
Morning.
Dr. Fish, sweet potato, banana, carrot, jappers, papaya, and bread nut.
Okay. No. Okay. Joe.
No sweet potato.
Yes. There's no sweet potato there.
Okay. Then.
Right. Okay.
Well, caller, tell them
and the sister of
tell them like me don't want no soup without sweet potato.
Okay.
Well, sometimes
and the cartwheel.
Sweet potato is so hard to get.
Right, and the cartwheel, right? The one that comes in the shape of a cartwheel. We're still waiting for that. We also want the sister of Tanya.
That can
all right.
Thank you. That can also come in the shape of a pear too, avocado.
It can, yes. We said
the one that come in the shape of cartwheel.
Yes.
It can come in the shape of a
pear.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
There
can.
are also other possibilities.
Other possibilities. Yes.
But this is more popularly known as a cartwheel shape, right?
Cartwheel. There are many that come with a cartwheel shape. All right. Okay. All right. So who will be that winner? Okay. So all we are looking for now is the sister of Tanya and the one that can come in the shape of a cartwheel. Right. Yes.
So that means if somebody call and just give those two, we'll give them?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. There are two outstanding. If you can give us the two that are outstanding, you got it. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Yes.
Okay. Papa, wrappers, carrot, Dr. Fish, bread nut, dumpling, banana, 7-year.
Ay. Mamma mia.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia. Joe?
Okay.
Granny sister.
The
granny sister.
You're very close there, but there's still one missing.
Yes.
That one that we say is in the shape of the cartwheel is still not there yet.
But
the droppers is there, the carrot is there, the banana, which is green banana. We have the bread nut. You got the 7-year, which is the family to the Tanya.
Yes.
We have a papaya and the Dr. Fish.
She said dumpling.
No dumpling is there, but it's a droppers.
Yes.
She said dumpling too.
Yeah, but no dumpling is there. No dumpling is there. So,
dumpling.
hi.
I said dumpling.
Yes, you did say dumpling, but you also said droppers.
Yes.
And droppers is the one that is on the list.
Yes.
Remember, Granny doesn't put in droppers and dumpling at the same time.
Nah.
Think about it.
Cartwheel dumpling.
No. It's one of the provision. Remember, we said the one that can come in the shape of a cartwheel, and I did add that one can also come in the shape of a pear.
Yeah.
Cassava.
No.
Pumpkin. Pumpkin.
You're trying hard. Okay.
Okay, all right. Okay, just hold on a second because the German went upstairs.
Hold on, caller.
Okay, German. Joe.
What
What the verdict? What did the jury say?
Okay, well,
What did the jury say? What did the jury say?
she got it.
Jury say, okay.
She got it by deliberation.
Yeah.
Yes, pumpkin is what we were looking for. You have the round pumpkin, and you also have the bottleneck or look like a pear. So I joined that one to kind of make it a little easier. So you got the 8 that we were looking for. By giving you the clues, we had already mentioned the Tanya and the breadfruit, and so you got the other 8. So you are the lucky winner for today. So you need to give us your name and number.
Okay. I was saying cartwheel dumpling because you said cartwheel. And we know what to say your cartwheel dumpling.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
I know. That is why I added that the one that comes in the shape of a cartwheel can also come in the shape of a pear, meaning the bottleneck type. You have the round pumpkin, you have the bottleneck pumpkin, and you have different shapes. But you did get pumpkin.
Okay, thank you very much.
And you did say droppers as well, because you said droppers and dumpling. So that would not put you at a disadvantage because you still get the droppers. But you'd have to give us your name and number because the price for this is a top up.
Okay, 667 7084.
7084. And who is our lucky winner?
Marilyn Holiday.
Yeah, man.
They
don't pick up the voice last time.
Thank you very much for calling and
Thank
participating.
you very much, my dear sister.
I hope you get a good pata soup.
Okay,
Yes, all right.
Okay.
Enjoy your pata soup.
thank you.
All
You're
right.
welcome. You're welcome.
Right. Okay.
Yes, so there was our lucky
Yes,
winner.
congratulations. I want to
Marilyn
thank
Holiday.
all those who really participated. And sometimes it takes courage to really break the ice and set the ball a rolling. Because sometimes people don't have every item, but they're afraid to venture out. Okay?
Was
Yes.
this the 7-year mentioned?
The 7 year
Yes,
mentioned.
Yes.
Yes.
And that was maybe we need to make it clear because it's going to happen again.
Yes.
That the 7-year is the sister, is the
It's a sister.
sister.
It's a sister.
A sister of Tanya,
It's
right?
a sister.
Tanya.
Yeah.
A sister.
A sister, yes.
Well, and here now, I am because when I gave that clue, I said, well, a teacher supposed to be able to figure it out.
Yes. And the teacher got it.
Guy,
And the teacher got it.
At
Yes.
7 years, you're going to go into primary school.
Yes.
I guess that everybody would know, but I'll try it out there to see,
Yeah.
if
Who
anybody
paid
would
attention.
pick it. Yes.
Some time ago, we the 7 year came up.
Yes.
I'm not sure how many persons are familiar with it.
That's why I
But
said
it's
that.
sti-
Because I
but it's
remember
still
when we
around.
discussed it. Yes.
But we had taken some photos of the 7 year growing and how it looks when it's peeled. So to expose that yellow,
Yes, and
inside of the of the stem.
that is the one that you have to cut deep.
Cut deep, yes.
Yes, to peel
It's a
deep.
nice yellow color
Yeah,
in it. Inside.
because it'll bite your mouth too.
Right.
Yeah,
and as the name suggests, it takes quite
a long
while
time.
To, right.
Yeah, yes.
It takes 7 years to cook or 7 years to grow.
But it takes years to grow into a nice head, right?
Yeah.
Lord.
And
Yeah.
as Chef already said, it itches.
Yeah.
The mouth.
If it's
when-
not cooked properly?
If it's not fully mature.
If you're not mature.
If it's not fully mature.
So how you know when it's fully mature?
Well, you could test it. You could look at it and see a nice, big, sturdy stem. All right? And the leaves standing on it, can be
And
ready,
then
yes.
and then I did hear it said too that some of these, I don't know if it's the same 7 year or 7 year Edo are the same thing.
No.
7 year goes like you eat what is above the ground, right? Right.
Okay.
The Edo base like Tanya, below.
Yes, because they talk about the Edo head.
The Edo, yes.
And that kind of thing. But now I was going to say that I also heard it say that some of these, if you don't get adequate water,
Yes.
they
tend to itch.
They tend to itch.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, good.
And Tanya and everything in the Tanya family loves water.
Right.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, fish was a regular item on a Saturday, right, for Granny?
Yeah.
And fish was very affordable back then.
And
Okay.
available.
All right. Okay. So, fish soup was very common on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, but at what point would you put the fish into the pot, and how? Because some person had a way of making sure that the fish boils very quickly, right? It cooks very easily, very quickly, and so you don't want it to
mash away.
To mash, yeah, right?
Except you make fish tea.
So what you do?
You rest it on the top of the pot when it coming in.
Right.
Wasn't the pot boiling.
Yeah. Wasn't it more often the corn fish that was used to cook soup?
But that's
Well,
one. That's one.
Well,
Possibility.
that's one. But
Yeah.
then on a Saturday,
Yes.
you will likely to get fresh
Fresh
fish.
fish,
Because
right.
remember Saturday we fishing there.
Right.
Yeah. So on a Saturday you likely to get fresh fish for your fish soup.
Me don't want the fresh fish soup.
Well, yeah, that was lovely, man. That's lovely. Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, man.
You rest on the fish on top, you know.
You rest it
And
down
the
there
pot must cook.
and lay Sabine.
Right. Which item would you introduce into the soup before the fish though? Because the fish is last, right? Basically.
Yeah.
Yes. What would you put in before the
Just before the fish.
Just before the fish? The jappers?
The droppers.
jappers, right?
Yeah,
Jappers
yeah.
going last.
Yeah.
Okay. Why the dumpling and jappers going last?
Because
They don't require much cooking.
They cook quick. They cook,
Yes.
they cook quick. Yeah.
Okay. Now I heard somebody referring to the jappers by a different name. Did they say cutters?
Cut spoon.
Cut spoon.
Cut spoon.
Cut spoon.
Cut spoon,
Cut
right?
spoon,
Yes. That's very
I
interesting.
think in St. Kitts, the most is a cut spoon.
Cut spoon.
Right. And it's a quick way
Yeah.
of getting some
And not only a quick way.
yes.
Sometimes you don't have the amount of flour,
Yes.
and so you make your droppers and you cut them. Cause you cut you cut them a little smaller, as well as with the droppers you don't have to knead them as dry as the dumpling.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
And you don't have to necessarily concentrate on a shape.
And a shape.
Right,
No
right.
man, you just cut
Cut and drop.
and drop.
Right, definitely.
Cut and drop. Yes.
As long as the water is boiling,
Yes.
cut and drop.
Okay. All right. Well,
One of the things I learned when I was first introduced to doing that is that once the water is boiling, it takes it away from the spoon, right?
Yes.
Right.
So your spoon come back clean.
And so
Right.
and so before you cut, you dip the spoon in the
Dip the
pot,
spoon
wet
in-
it,
right.
and you just cut and drop.
The hot spoon
hot spoon.
cut quickly.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we are talking about Granny's coping strategy, and we are with Granny in the kitchen. So maybe we can just continue where we are, right?
Let's
Is there some comments?
yes,
Go
take some
ahead.
comments and
Right,
submission.
okay.
I mean, a whole lot of them. There's some going to share. I can share now what people have. Ingrid Daniel Farrell had her submission. Say Dr. Fish, papaya, yam, carrots, bread nut, and then she added. Where am I going? This direction. And then she added green banana, which was correct. Jam Fob says, good morning to two of my friends, Vertilly Williams and Claudette Brooks. Enjoy your day. Annette Moti says, the sister of breadfruit is bread nut. You are correct. Sherilyn says, good morning to everyone. Good morning, that's Sherilyn Williams. Good morning to you, my dear. And it says, good morning, Donna. Kayan Sadler. Oh, good morning, Kayan.
Well, how I tell Annette good morning and she not telling me good morning and she telling everybody else good morning.
You wanna come?
What's up with that, Annette?
Maybe say it in your mind. Only your fault if you don't hear.
Oh, Lord.
Kayan Sadler, my favorite. I don't even call him my nephew, I call him my son. Says, good morning, all. Good morning, my dear boy. You know how you stand with, you know how you and uncle stand. Gwen Williams says, I missed the question today. I was on my phone with a friend in the VI trying to turn them on to 2020. Oh, okay. I hope you did manage.
Yes.
Gwen Williams said, he says, Joe, that my friend that I share the cassava bread with says I should tell you that they reach all the way to Delaware. She says she eat them sparingly.
Oh my!
But that is what she'll have to do, you know, because she can't get them every day. And I would want to say to you that I had one for breakfast this morning.
Yes.
Oh my!
Yes.
Joe, you mustn't do them things, man.
Because I give them.
Joe, don't do them things.
I would put a couple in the fridge for myself too. So I had one this morning. He said, Joe, that my what is that? He said, welcome, future home of another amazing website. Oh, a website where you'll get the cassava bread now. Jam Fab says, well, that was country granny, but in the city to me granny cook bull gut soup on Saturday. Well, in the country we used to do that too. Tribe soup. Well, they call it tribe soup now, but belly soup. We used to do that sometimes in the country too. Marcella Bequili Jones says the fish goes in last and you let it sweat.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Yes.
Marcella Bequili. Marcella, condolences to you. I don't know if you heard us last week. We did mention our condolences to you last week, you and your family. I know the good Lord will keep you up during this time.
Of course.
Evan Jeffers says hi. Hi, Evan. How are you doing?
Hello, Evan.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Yes. I'm talking about the fish.
Is
Though,
that Evan or Evan?
Well, we said Evan, but it's Evan. E-V-O-N.
Right. The fish that Marcella
Matter of pronunciation.
Oh, okay.
The fish that Marcella just mentioned there. Some people used to wrap it in a piece of cloth or something and put it in the pot so that it does not
mash away.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I guess nowadays they'll put it in foil paper, huh?
Yeah. Oh, no, in the pot?
Not in the pot. not to go in the pot.
Okay. So let's continue down then with Granny in the kitchen, right? Granny and her creative skills there in the kitchen. Okay. And we say that she uses whatever is available. Nothing goes to waste. Okay. Now sometimes Granny is cooking rice, right? And she has little. How would she be able to stretch that rice to make sure that it can serve
a whole family,
right, a good number of persons? Yes. Stretching the rice.
Granny.
Yes.
You turn it out or you asking us?
No, well, we turn it out. Well, with everybody, discussion, yes.
Granny, just put all kind of thing in your rice.
Yeah, boy, all kind of thing. Granny put in breadfruit.
Breadfruit, not the full breadfruit, more on the young side. You chop it up, dice it, and you add it to your rice.
Or green banana.
Green banana, the same way.
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato. Pumpkin, you chop it up the same way.
Yes.
The greens, you cut up your green bush.
Yes.
Chop it up and put it in your rice. And then sometimes to stress it. To stretch it too, Granny might cook what we used to call in rice soup and
Rice soup.
droppers.
Yes.
Or sappy rice.
Sappy rice with droppers in it.
Yes.
Yes.
That was my
Yes.
The only thing I didn't like about that is that when they cook the sappy rice and drop in the droppers, they normally put a fish right on it. I don't like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
Yes. But that was my favorite either at all. Yes. Okay. All right.
Okay. A response from Marcella. She said, didn't listen last week, but your kind words of encouragement and condolences are greatly appreciated.
Right.
Yes, dear.
Okay. And as we said, Granny, cook what was available, what they produce, right? What we produce. So we ate what we produce.
Yeah.
And
okay.
maybe we can elaborate on that, Chesley, because those of us who grew up on a farm, or who grew up around parents who did a lot of agriculture, and so we would know that there's a season for everything, right?
Yes.
Every provision.
Yes.
So that is what we mean when we say Granny cooks what's available.
What's available, yeah.
So this is me. You would know, or Granny would know, because we don't always know. But Granny would know what's available. Granny would know if this is the time you can say, well, go up in the land and take out one cassava or the root. You can put up the whole cassava tree.
Exactly.
You can see the crack on the bank there somewhere, and you move that a little and you can get one cassava right there, cassava, right?
They did that with cassava
and
potato.
And sometimes you have sweet potato. You go and you grab it too for the pot for today. Yeah.
Just for today.
Yes. Okay, and then there was a big focus on our staples, yams,
Yes.
tanyas, and that was regular every year.
Yeah, man.
You could have gotten these in abundance.
I don't
right?
know
Yes?
about you guys, but for me, Mom didn't make joke about her yam. Anybody couldn't go in her yam plant, because yam seem to be a little more delicate than the other provisions. She would say if you break off your sucker,
Yes, you set it back.
yeah, you send it back and things like that, and So she was the only one who weed the yams. Well, the only thing we'll do is help her plant them
and pull the grass.
and pull. Yeah. But when it comes to weeding and reaping and so on, you're not a part of that.
Yes.
She don't make joke with her yam.
Because they say the runners, once you interfere with the runners,
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
retard the growth of the plant.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Okay. And Granny found a way of preserving meat and fish.
Oh yes.
Okay, even in the absence of a refrigerator.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and remember the days of corn, the fish, and so on.
Yeah, corn.
Let's take this call.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. You're on.
Doesn't always have. Doesn't sometimes have canned fish, which that be very tasty in the soup.
Yeah.
I'm just, I just thought I would, weigh in on that because when you talk about Granny, in Granny's days, we had no, as just when I dialed the number, somebody mentioned about the fridge. We didn't have fridge and that kind of thing.
Yes.
Yes, but we were also we were also saying caller that on Saturdays are mostly the fishing days, so they would normally have fresh fish.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But they don't always cook
Fresh
soup
fish.
on Saturday.
On a Saturday.
Right,
That is
right,
true.
right.
That is true.
That is
Yes.
true.
So sometimes you might have to can the fish and
Not might have to.
that might have to do it.
You
have
got
to.
you got season you got season them two what you gonna cook for Sunday, but the rest got to can.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And I can tell you my experience with canned fish is very good. Very, very nice. I really enjoy it in back in those days.
Right.
And caller,
Thank you very much.
I would
That is true, and I would add to that canned fish and canned pork. I used to love a canned pork.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's.
I could remember in my days growing up, you used to have an area to the side of this wooden house
Yes.
where your friends you just stay in there when you salt the meat and hang it up to the side of the house,
Right.
to get sun.
Yes.
I could remember those days.
Yeah, caller, I wanted to just ask you to just quickly explain. I mean, how do you go about corning the meat, or even the fish?
What in those days, what they just do is they will cut the fish on the side. They will cut it on the side, and of course in those days we had to like grind the salt in order to get the sea salt. We had to grind it because that was what was available, and so we had to grind the salt in a mortar.
Mortar and pestle. Right.
Yeah, and you cut the meat the same way. You like jug it and salt it, and you leave it in the water for a while. And when it's preserved, make sure no flies get on it. When it's preserved enough, you hang it up.
To dry.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah,
for calling.
Thank you for
Right.
calling.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I was going to say, guys, that I didn't think this caller would have known much about fish since he was a butcher.
But he did say meat as well. He did say meat.
Yeah, he was a butcher. His father before he was a butcher.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now sometimes funds weren't available to always go to the shop to buy bread, right? So there was a variety of cereal that Granny would prepare. Okay, cereal, yes, from different things. Porridge, if you want to call it porridge, a pap.
Where's
different thing, right?
Where's the cereal?
Huh?
Not that you'd say a variety of things that she would provide to eat in the absence of bread.
No, yeah, but I'm talking mainly about breakfast and so on.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so.
And I guess he says cereal because nowadays people gonna call it cereal.
Yes.
Yeah, use the modern term.
Okay. So corn.
Yes, corn.
Corn was in abundance.
Make your corn pop. Yes.
Right. And
yes.
Which one you didn't like, Chefton?
Who?
Which one the cereal you didn't like?
Oats.
No. I mean Granny one.
Well, back then you used to get a little oats now and again, but Granny one, I loved it all. Me corn pop, me kusada pop. The only one that I didn't have a lot of, and I don't think I had gotten the chance to get the hang of it. But Granny used to make breadfruit pop sometime.
Oh, okay. I never had that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had flour.
I think she used to use the right breadfruit.
Breadfruit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I've heard that.
But what about the flour pop?
The flour. or the problem with the flour pop, you got to careful because I get lumpy. Me not like the lump. Me not like the lump.
I couldn't take that either.
And then sometimes they used to make the starch pop too.
Right.
The cassava starch, or the arrowroot, because the arrowroot was plentiful to make the starch pop. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I didn't like the cassava pop at all. I didn't like the cassava pop at all.
No, I like it. I like it. And I mean, I remember the last time maybe I had cassava porridge, cassava pop, before I made it for myself later on in life. During the time I was in sixth form. I remember going to sixth form and in the morning me had to eat me calabash cassava pop before me go to school.
You better say cassava cereal.
But you know, Chesley and Ren, and I have said that to people from time to time, that I mean, you find that a lot of the things that we used to, ask me if I would want to say be ashamed of then, but you hide to eat.
Yeah, you're correct.
A lot of them things are delicacies now,
Of course.
A lot of them things are delicacies now, because you realize now that those are the wholesome stuff. And a lot of times you don't ponder, well, if you just wonder, well, how come? And our great grands and great grands and some parents, forefathers, they live so long to such age, very ripe old age, without seeming to have much ailment, and so they were eating the good stuff.
I had a discussion.
The bodies were very well nourished.
I had a discussion with my wife this morning, and she was saying, you know, that persons have to take the time now to accredit much thanks and you know, to God and to the connection that our forefathers have had with God, because how did they know that some of these things wouldn't kill them? You know what I mean?
Yes.
They're not exposed to the scientific lab tests and so on that they do nowadays.
Yes.
Right? So they had to take a chance. They had to take a chance, right?
Yes, definitely.
Especially with the cassava, because you know, one of the cassavas is poison.
The bitter cassava. Yeah.
But then they just use the same bitter cassava to cook porridge, you know?
Yeah, because it's dried by then. You can use the dry cassava meal to do the porridge. Yeah, so that by the time, because of the treatment you would have received, when I say treatment, you don't grate it, you wring out the juice, and then you dry it out, and so you get rid of the poison.
They don't put it in the lab.
I wonder if the cyanide them say it contains some poison or something.
Yes.
But by treating it, by wringing it, squeezing out the juice, drying it out, you get rid of that. Yeah.
On the unfortunate side, have you seen an animal just perish from drinking cassava water? Almost immediately?
The pig? Yeah.
Anyone? Pig, sheep, anything. As long as they put it down carelessly.
I have heard.
I know pig for sure.
I have heard. I don't. Yeah. I don't recall if I have ever witnessed one. You know, but we were always warned. You know, in terms of disposing of it
don't leave
properly.
It. Don't put it down carelessly, especially if you have animals.
Yes. Once it's dry, it's okay, but you know, in its raw state, you know, it can cause problems.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now we can look at other coping strategies that Granny would have employed.
Let me take 2 comments I see here. Joseph Brooks says the fish had to be cut from the back, remove the bone, and open like a book, then dice the flesh and apply the salt before placing to sun. Okay, it depends on the size of the fish. The big, I guess the big one, you have to cut them. Yes, because you have to make sure the salt get all inside there. That because if you leave just even a little chance, the fly gonna fall anywhere in there.
Definitely.
And then next thing you gonna have you relish multiply.
Right.
Joe, you're funny.
Yes. And so sometimes you for your cook liver then.
Yep.
Jamfab says, "Hi Marcella, please accept my condolences." Take the call. At time. Yes. Okay. Let's go.
Good morning. You on the good old days?
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning on the good old days.
Good morning, my friend Renfordor.
Hi, Gwen. How are you?
Good morning.
I'm good. Okay. Do you guys know of the fact that when you're corning the meat, before you put the salt on, you rub the meat with pepper.
Pepper, okay.
Yeah, you rub the meat with pepper to keep the flies away.
Yeah, I know that.
And then because I remember my aunt, we used to have a lot of corned meat.
Yes.
And she would do that. She would rub the meat with pepper first. Because if you don't do that and those flies get in, boy, I tell you.
Like I say, Gwen, you relish multiply.
more than you wanted.
Yes.
Yes. But after you cook a piece of corned meat, corned pork, and you put some pigeon peas in the rice.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Nothing better than that.
Yes.
Gwen, why was pork the more plentiful meat that was corned? I was gonna ask Chesley them. You mostly hear people say corned pork. You never hear anybody say corned mutton. Although we also corned mutton as well.
Well, I guess because in those days we used to rear pigs.
Everybody had a pig.
Yes.
People, yes.
Okay.
And then those were the more plentiful ones. The sheep and goat, they go to the butcher. But when you have a pig, you get somebody to kill the pig for you. And man, what you can't cook, you can't.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, Gwen.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Yes.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks, Gwen.
Yes.
And she's all right, isn't she?
Yes, definitely.
So let me continue. John Foster has, hi Marcella, please accept my condolences. At times I would reflect on us in church back in the day and seeing your dear mom, Sister Queely, especially when I think of the song Come and Dine, the Master Calleth, and other songs. Thank God for such a wonderful godly heritage. It keeps us grounded. I want to encourage people to bring their children to church. I agree with you. Get them ready for their future. Don't mean to change today's topic, but I had to say it.
Yes,
and we do appreciate, my dear. We do appreciate.
Course,
yes.
And Marcella responded, thank you very much, John Forbes. That godly training has kept me sane and safe throughout the years. Praise the Lord. Indeed. Okay. I see another. Jerome says, guys, when we were growing up, folks thought we were poor with fowls in the yard.
We thought we were poor.
A few years ago, I am in Atlanta shopping. The guy in the supermarket said, why don't you try the free-range chicken? It costs more, but it's better. I asked, what's that? He said, fowls that we raise roaming free in the yard. There you go. There was no Christmas without corn pork. And Jerome, I did hear somebody. I heard of that kind of I heard that kind of thing before. Even right here, because I remember a friend of mine who worked at Four Seasons. I said when you went to Four Seasons, when you order a meal with free-range chicken, it was more expensive than the other chicken. And the same yard full. And then I recall traveling to Puerto Rico, and sometimes you go to the market and with my sisters, 'cause I had two sisters there and they got the fowl them there, the same yard fowl them. They catch them and bring them, and you can choose the one you want in the cage, and they slaughter it for you and feather it, and you got your yard fowl meat to go home with. So much so that at one point in one of my sisters, she's passed now, she used to ask me when I'm coming to bring a yard fowl.
Yes. I wanted to say earlier, Chesley and Shefton, that Jerome should have gotten all the items at the first try, because he used to spend a lot of time in the kitchen.
Yes, definitely. And and he still does.
What is it to that, Jerome?
Yes. Finish, Joe.
Jam Fob says, I think that one of the reasons why people used to live so long is because back then people didn't have to get injections. Not saying that injections are bad, but we just don't know what was being put in us. And if we were being used as guinea pigs for the gain of others overseas. And maybe that's why so many people are dying so young. Never can tell. A theory to check out.
You just did. All right. Well, it's the top of the hour, and we will take some acknowledgements, and then we'll continue with Granny coping strategies.
This 2020 Vision Radio 102.1 FM program is being simulcast weekly on the Caribbean Broadcast Network, heard on CBN Superstation 90.9 FM, Go Loud Digicel app, covering the entire U.S. and British Virgin Islands, and CBN TV on Flow Channel 101 and on CCT TV Channel 291. We do appreciate our U.S. and British Virgin Island listeners and viewers joining us for these informative and entertaining programs on 2020 Vision Radio and 102.1 FM.
Stuck in traffic? Working another late shift? Stuck in the office with late appointments? Sounds familiar? Can't get to TDC on time to shop for what you need? Now you don't have to worry. TDC is now online at shoptdcgroup.com. You can now shop from the comfort of your home and even on the go. Just go to www.shoptdcgroup.com and shop for your favorite items at any TDC retail store. Shop online today at www.shoptdcgroup.com.
Shop anywhere, shop anytime, same quality you love. Now online. Shop www.shoptdcgroup.com.
EC Computer Institute, serving you with distinction since 1993. Located on Shiloh Baptist Road, Ramsbury Site, Nevis, we offer primary and secondary school children courses, basic, intermediate, advanced and university level adult courses, CSEC EDPM, CAPE Computer Science, and CSEC or CAPE Information Technology. You can become proficient in computer maintenance and repairs, QuickBooks accounting, computer programming, web page design, and Microsoft Office, which includes Word, Excel, Access, PowerPoint, and Publisher. Other services include printing, copying, scanning, internet and computer rental, accounting, computer programming, hardware and software installation, data recovery, and much more. We are open at 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. from Monday to Friday and 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturdays. For more information, find EC Computer Institute on Facebook or contact 469-5742 or 469-0493 or 668-3032. Remember, computer literacy today enables occupational mobility tomorrow.
Are you in need of professional property assistance? Look no further than Hammerin Services, located in Heritage Plaza, the Howells Building on Main Street, Charlestown. We can provide valuation of lands, properties and commercial properties, land and house sales, rental properties, and property management. We are just a phone call away. Contact Ron Daniel at 662-3601 or Hastings Daniel at 662-8146. The experts at Hammerin Services who can handle all of your property needs.
Okay, that's it. All right, and we are back. You're in tune to the good old days here on 2020 Vision Radio. And our focus today is Granny's coping strategies. All right. And we are going to look now at, Granny's ability to save little from little. Money was scarce, but somehow Granny understood that it was very important to put something aside for a rainy day. Okay? Sometimes people make excuses and so on, but sometimes because we are extending ourselves maybe a little too far beyond our means.
We're having a break, right? Granny.
Yeah, but Granny was able to put something aside. Okay? So from the cotton, from the pig, the sale of the pig, the sale of the ram, what have you, she was going to put something aside, right? And Granny was always working towards a project, wasn't she?
Always.
All right?
Always.
Right. She's planning, and projecting. And she said, well, next year or year after next.
Who remember what Granny used to save?
Yes, I'm going to.
Where?
Yes. I'm going to add on, I'm going to add on a job shed. I'm going to add on a job shed. And that's a target. And she's going to save and she's going to work toward it. And it's going to happen. Right? And even when she had to credit material, she'd always pay for it. Right? I want to give Granny credit for that. Because nowadays, sometimes you hear people, well, I don't know, sometimes they owe in so much for the services that they use and so on. I know sometimes it's kind of difficult, but sometimes it's really mismanagement of our funds as well.
Yes.
Okay? Because, right, I do believe that if we are receiving a service and we are enjoying a service, that we really should try
to pay for it.
Try and pay for it.
Try
to take care of it, right? But you will realize that Granny always pays her bills. She takes her wood, her board and so on, her building material from whichever merchant, and she'll always go back to pay on her commitment until everything is paid off. Okay? So Granny was very good at that. Making do with little and also saving from that little as well. Okay? And so, and that is something that we want to hold on to. We have to remember that there is a rainy day that may come, and so we have to really try and put something aside for emergency and so on. Okay? All right. So, the careful management of money is something that we really want to hold on to. All right? Careful management of money. And even when Granny went to the store, or went to the shop, all right, she would always have a list. Shop it with a list.
And she had an idea what everything costs.
Okay.
Before she went to the shop.
Nowadays, people shop recklessly, right? Especially if you're using the card. You can't really monitor. If you go with $100 bill, you say, well, sometimes I do that. I say, check this for me and tell me if I can reach, right? All I have is this.
Yes.
But when you have the card, right, what you do?
Yes, Chesley, I think one of the strategies that we use, that I use when we go shopping these days, is that you let the cashier know how much you have.
Yes.
So when you reach 80, close off. But have to put back the rest.
But you realize something people don't want nobody see out here.
No, well, that is pride. But
yes,
at the way things are going these days, the prices change every day.
But you got to check.
So you got
and you don't want to go over. You know what I mean? You don't want to go over, and then you have to take back something or the plastic bag and put back.
You target shopping.
Exactly. All right. But Granny was very careful to shop with her list. Very, very specific at what her needs were and what she really wanted. And as we said before, bills were paid on time, and whatever was procured on credit was taken care of. Right? Yes.
Now there's a comment here from Marcella, and Marcella says, "Oh yes, we were taught to cut and contrive."
I was just thinking of that.
Before that, Denise joined in and said, "Good morning, good old days family." Yes. So and that is something that you always used to hear Granny say. When you tell you cut and contrive.
Whatever that means. Okay. You better understand.
Okay.
Okay. And then we also want to remember that Granny was part of a culture that nurtured a spirit of community. And we can't overlook that. That spirit of community that was nurtured was part of a survival strategy.
Yes.
Okay? Helping each other. Sharing. And we spoke earlier about the ground provision and so on. People shared.
Everything.
Right? You cut a pumpkin, and it made it round around the village, right?
Yes.
Yeah. A comment here, a submission here from Jerome. So one coming from Carlin, like, oh, I haven't seen her name in a while. Jerome says, Chefton, talking about the breakfast cereal.
Yes.
He said there was something we got in school, not milk powder. It was yellowish like cornmeal.
CSM.
CSM.
Yes.
I think he said CSM.
CSM, yeah.
I think was the name. Did we make porridge? Oh yes.
Yeah.
That was for porridge.
That was the porridge.
Well,
if you don't eat that for each home.
If any left, I was gonna say if any left. Because it was tasty.
Yes, it was
tasty. Yes. If any left.
And you had to walk. You had to walk with your Ovaltine can and so on.
Right.
And the Milo can and so to collect at school.
Or your plastic bag, whatever. Yes.
That one was tasty. But you know, I can't recall eating CSM porridge. I recall eating it raw.
Eating it raw?
Yeah, we'll eat it on the street, isn't it?
And when you reach it, you finish it.
They used to make porridge.
They make porridge with it.
Yes.
Well, I had to carry home mine because somehow my mother doesn't know they're going to share it in school.
Yes.
And you better make sure you bring home the portion.
You bring straight, isn't it?
Yes, sir?
Yes, I've heard it. I guess with us, we invariably will reach home with ours, so to speak, because there are a number of us.
Yes,
and
a big family. You have to share everything.
Yes. So I get a little from you, a little from there, and so we make sure we reach home with some.
Yes,
right.
I remember in our day that there were so many of us that you couldn't even go to the pasture and pick a sugar apple and eat it by yourself.
Right.
Okay.
You were taught to bring home everything because you had to share.
Yeah. Right, definitely. Good, definitely.
Carlin Lawrence.
Yes.
Carlin Lawrence is saying, Granny no wasting when she cook.
Hi, Carlin.
The paper with the yellow butter going on top the pot, so all melt off.
Yes, that is true.
That is true.
Yes, that is true.
Then he says, and then he said, Granny said, do not borrow and do not lend, because lending causes enemy.
Right.
Let's use what you have.
Definitely. Definitely. Yes. Okay. All right. Now, okay. Talking about sharing though. Granny, you know, she extended her motherly skills beyond her home.
Yeah, they shared everything.
Right. And Granny had a kind of moral obligation to correct school children even beyond the household. Right? Right. And I always recall the incident in church. I remember my mother, she didn't go to church that Sunday, but you know, we had to go. She sent us and we had to sit up in front. And we were well behaved.
To you?
But I think we were looking to the left, to the right, looking back and so on. You know, as little children, some get a little bored in their arm, right? And boy, when what does it say? I said at church, I behave so bad. I behave so bad at church. Yeah. One of our friends told her, you got to boy the Lord and they behave so bad. You know, and all we were doing was looking around, right? Looking up and down. Looking around. But just to show you how, you know,
people looking out for
each other. But that helped us to be attentive.
Indeed.
And to try to
be respectful.
You know, you're in church and you try to respect the fact that you're in church. Okay, so a lot of that happened. Sometimes persons got into trouble by scolding others, but generally speaking, it was expected that the elderly had a moral obligation.
Yes.
Okay, to correct youngsters. Yes, Ben, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, amazingly, among the things that Granny would share is fire.
Right.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Right.
You know, the neighborhood, it seemed like only one person had to light fire.
Right.
And that was a person that could afford to buy matches.
You already have a fire going. So, you know, you share.
Bring a coconut shell and your piece of tin in.
Right. And that is only showing us the extent of the generosity.
Yes.
Back then, right?
And how the villages were very close-knit. Everybody looked out for each other.
Definitely.
Colin is asking a question. Colin said, what happened to your belly after you eat off all the powdered milk?
Oh.
This wasn't the milk powder. This was the corn.
Yes.
Was the corn? A corn milk. CSM.
Yeah, we don't eat the milk powder too.
You don't eat the milk powder. Well, you're not going to eat off your milk powder.
No.
We can fix you.
Otherwise, if you got on, if you wear long pants, you hold to your foot. You hold to the foot of your pants.
We used to wait till we reach home to get some sugar to put to the milk powder.
What to you if you wear short pants?
Yes.
But I never eat it one day.
Yes. But it's CSM though. I mean, you know, you can't really consume too much of it like that because it can bind you, right? It can tie you up. Yes. It can cause the opposite effect of the milk powder.
The milk powder, I believe. Yeah, but it had a beautiful taste.
Yes, definitely. Okay. All right. Well, we want to also mention Granny's wise counsel, and somebody got into it. Somebody gave a little
cut and contrive.
Right, cut and contrive, right? Granny believe in cutting and contriving. Okay. And so part of her survival technique, part of her coping strategy, is to use wise counsel, not only for herself, but also for others, right?
Yes. Granny didn't try to aspire to be like anybody else.
Right.
Granny didn't pay attention to what you had.
Yeah.
Know what nobody over there got.
Definitely.
You don't know how they get up.
And you'd always hear those little words of advice and counsel.
Right.
Even to children, to neighbors and so on, they would be talking across the fence to each other. Or not across the fence, across the bone.
The bone.
Right.
No fence
there.
Okay. Hand go, hand come.
Hand go, hand come.
Yeah, how important was this to Granny's ability to cope? Hand go, hand come.
Well, somebody got breadfruit and Granny will get potato. So Granny sent across piece of breadfruit and they sent to potato.
Yeah, very
good.
And that used to manifest itself, especially in terms of agricultural production, so to speak, because everybody work wrong.
But everybody don't have the same harvesting the same things at the same time.
Yeah, and apart from that too, in terms of land preparation, you might not have all the manpower to prepare your soil, and so the village came together, and so Monday we went by Chesley and we walked Chesley ground. Tuesday we gone by Wren and we walked there together, and we walk with Wednesday a Joe, a Thursday a somebody else, and so on. That is hand go hand come.
Yeah, that was mostly in preparing the land, right?
Yes. That's what I'm saying, in preparation. Yes.
Okay, good. You know, and you saw this kind of cooperation even when people preparing for weddings and so on.
Yes. Oh yes.
And moving houses and so.
Listen.
Not our moving houses.
Listen. When somebody was getting married, that not the family you want to know at the village.
Right.
And for weeks and months before, they must save them 2 eggs.
Yes.
You got your bucket to stand or back to stand or whatever, and when they fall in there, you rest the egg there in the sun, and you turn them daily so that they don't stick for much. That's why. Yes, and so when the wedding time come up, you got couple egg.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
You know, and
fine cake.
Right.
Yes.
And even the term that we used to use to turn out the bride. That was like a village.
A village. It was a village thing. Yes.
Yeah, man.
Especially if the seamstress was in the village.
Yes, definitely. And you all get somebody, a specialist from the community, and mostly men, to cook that goat water. All right.
Yes.
And we didn't have florists and so on those times, so somebody's garden would have to prepare the bouquet.
Yes.
And that kind of thing. Yes.
Right?
Definitely.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a way of saving money, right? Right. So you cut and contrive, right?
Big time.
Okay.
Yes.
Big time.
Okay. Now, what about this one here? And we're talking about wise counsel that Granny would have used, right? You got to creep
before you walk.
How instructive is that to
Well, that is instructive in every area of your life, you know, because, for instance, you were talking earlier about Granny being determined to build on a dropship and she started to save.
Right.
Yes.
So, Granny, somebody else may have done a wall dropship, but Granny could only afford a wooden dropship.
Right.
So Granny gonna say you got to quit before you walk.
Okay, exactly. And then she's gonna do it whenever
she can.
She can afford it, whenever she has
and
enough.
I remember when people started. It was in my time when people started building or repairing the outside kitchen with galvanized. You remember that?
Yes.
Yes.
Because everybody used to use whatever you have, even our old biscuit pan or something. But then it was being modernized. It was modernizing by building your outside kitchen and bathroom and so on with galvanized.
And it came stages, right?
Stages.
By bit.
Bit by bit, yes.
Okay.
Comments. Denny says, well, Granny always have to share whatever she prepares. Example, sugar cake. She give you some to eat, and she still give you to carry
Well, neighbor.
He still give you to carry, we say carry home. I guess that if granny live elsewhere. And of course, she gonna share with the neighbor.
Yes.
Oh yes. And he gonna send you, go give this to so and so and that to so and so.
Yes.
Jam Fob says that is why it's best to use cash, because in that way you don't think that you at a spending party by using a credit card. Plus, I memorize the prices and I the cash register. In that way, if I get overcharged, I don't hesitate to exercise my consumer legal rights.
Yes, boy.
Yeah, by getting the item for free. I always does count my change to make sure that it's correct. Many cashiers have here can't count too good. Daddy boy, LOL. Pedro Brabant said a peeping. Work. Well, it's not only the alone they can count jam fabs. I guarantee you that. Nobody better be counting these years. I remember one time, a few years ago, I went into one of our supermarkets and I bought some things. And when the cashier did the check up and he said the price. Suppose it was, say, $56. I don't want to get, and that time we're using the coins. I don't want to get $4 in coins to go back. So whatever amount I gave the cashier, I gave the extra $1. So then you take 54, and the cashier was upset with me. Oh, you come tangle up my brain.
It's frustration.
Yeah.
But
frustration.
But then it good thing about it.
Yes.
From my observation, the way the cash register work, you just punch in the amount, you know.
And give you that change.
I give $61. You punch in the 61, and he gonna tell you give him back $5. You know.
No, they don't want to work the
I
days.
think she was trying to calculate for me. He said, you come here, go tangle up with me. And she was upset.
It's like when they try to correct the mistake.
Yeah.
It's kind of, and then if you have a line building up and so on. Yeah. You know, human nature.
Yeah.
But we have to look out still.
Listen, I'm telling you, we're living in a extremely frustrating and amazing age. I went to a certain office couple of weeks ago, and I was amazed. I mean, I actually got very frustrated and angry. Here am I sitting in the reception area, right? And the receptionist chose to sit on the other side of the room, away from her desk, right? And every time the phone rang, she sucked her teeth.
You ain't go work for.
I mean,
where you go work for?
I mean, just I'm telling you,
Lord.
I was so angry. I'm like, no, she chose not to sit at her desk, right? Because whatever comfort or whatever she got from sitting on the other side of the room.
Well, I got to do movie this class there.
Man, I saying to myself, either carry this over there or carry the phone over there.
Yes.
Right? Every time the phone ring.
Every
time you sit down. Every time you sit down.
Tell him you want a cardless phone. Can you cast the video?
Well,
comments. Jerome says, Granny was not just that family's granny. She was the village granny. Very much so. Very much so.
Not all of them.
The concept of it takes a village was still strong.
Right.
You know what time is coming
Definitely,
up. Yes.
yes,
And it was quite prevalent.
Right.
Jerome, you know, we had some grannies that you got to run from them, you know?
Whether you or not.
Whether you have to be careful. I know you're coming home from school and you see a certain granny sitting at the door, you don't want them to see you.
Yeah, that. Jam Fam said, boy, I witnessed myself that something was at 90% off and the cashier had to use a calculator. Yes. But you know, back to that comment where you make, you say something, you come in home and you see a particular granny sitting and you don't want the granny to see you.
No, sir.
You try to duck and hide, but sometimes you don't see you, know?
You don't see you long time.
Stop them with that.
Don't see you.
in long time.
And you know who you belong to.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
and amazingly, when you reach on the message on that, they're not going to phone.
Okay. Yeah, man, it don't see you like that.
They didn't have any telephone, but they had their way of communicating.
Yes.
Well, sir.
Oh, Jeremy saying also, the bartering system was still strong. Yep.
Yes.
Oh yes. Oh yes. That is why like I have mentioned it time and time again. This is why I remember in one of my last conversation with my mother before she, one of my last heart-to-heart conversation before she passed away. We were sitting and chatting, and she was talking about how difficult things or how hard, things used to be hard back then and back then days. And I said to Mama, no, things not been so hard. I said, things not been so hard. Look at it. I said, there was not a lot of money to go around, but we had what we needed to make do. And she shake it. He said, Basa true. Basa true. Yes. And so this bartering system also helped.
Yes.
Because I mean, what I have, I share with you. What you have, you share with me. And we share hand go hand come, like we say. Yes. And I mean, everybody got enough.
Right. Yes, Shefton, but yes, it's easy and it's true. We had what we needed, but you had to know how to take care of what you had.
But of course.
Right.
Because there were a lot of children.
Right.
And amazingly, Granny had a lot of children, but she never just thought about her children alone.
Yes, exactly.
You wonder sometimes how they find room for somebody else.
Right.
Well.
Okay. And numbers, as you mentioned, numbers, number was an important factor as well. A large family would have a more challenging time than a smaller family. But by the spirit of cooperation.
Yes.
And some grannies and they develop a knack. I used to observe my own granny when she was still on her feet and still going around, because those of us who still live close by, whenever she cook, no matter what Mama I do home, when Granny cook at the time, Granny gonna left something for every one of us, and you have to come for it.
Yes.
And so she cooking soup. She make a dumpling. If it's one dumpling or two dumplings, but he got everybody dumpling, and it look like he don't got them.
Yeah.
It look like he don't got them marked. Because when she put them in, she know this one a John, this one a Ralph one, this one a Vaughan one. And so when you go and share, you look for however you know them.
One of the things, Shefton, and I know Chester can relate to this because he has spoken about it before. You used to look forward to your mother or your grandmother sending you by certain neighbors to make messages.
Of course, because you always don't get something.
Yes, sir.
Yes. You always don't get something.
I remember my mother used to send me by a particular lady to take provisions and so on, or to make a message for her. And every time I finish, she'll give me a pound of cornmeal.
Wow.
Okay.
And I always used to wonder, why cornmeal?
You make the pop.
Yeah. Does it make you porridge?
Yes.
Yes, sir?
Oh, yes.
Yes, boy. Yes.
Where's the wheeler? Yes, boy.
Joseph Brooks says, that is so true. Some of those grannies was so miserable. You were forced to walk behind the house to avoid her. But Joseph, sometimes if they walk behind
he see you.
He does see you.
Mine, you look on the front, see the little foot on them walk.
You look out you pass, and when you see you pass, you look on to see where you're gone.
Exactly.
And invariable, and like how you say miserable, invariable, he gonna make a report, and you gonna get in trouble.
And get in trouble.
No matter duck, because I don't see you.
Exactly.
I don't see you. Long time.
You can always hide, because me don't see you.
Yes.
Don't see you.
I don't know if this is a good time for us to mention Chesley and Shefton, because many of our shopkeepers were male, right? But there were a few females in some of the shops, and you had to be careful, because when you go to the shop, depend on the size or the sum of money that you took, they'll give you an interview.
Oh, okay.
Or if you're spending more than the norm, because
if people had a way of knowing. People had a way of knowing, your condition, your position. So your mother can afford to send you a shop with $20.
Right.
So if you can't shop with the $20, you have to answer questions.
And depends on what you're going to do.
Depends on what you're going to buy.
And the list.
Yeah.
And when you look, they keep the change.
Because I remember sometimes, I mean, and if they have bags, something they start to prepare your list before you come.
Before you reach, yes.
Yes. Because they know exactly what you want.
Yeah, they know their customer.
Yeah, yes.
They know their customers.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And so because they knew their customers too, back then things used to go scarce. Things used to go scarce. And
so when things go scarce, you could be sure that you're going to put up because you're a good customer.
When they go a tongue today, go look supplies. Depends on how much flour, corn, or whatever they get. They know that things short and they, in a sense, they kind of ration. And it was good because by rationing, they made sure that all the customers get some. And who used to buy 6 pounds might get 4. And who used to buy 4 might get 3 or 2. You know, depends on you. And then they were very kind as well to, I mean, they know that you come out of a family, are plenty more up their feet, so I got to give them a little more. You know, and that kind of thing.
Yes.
And you know, it was such a caring society.
Yes, it was. It was. I remember those days.
Right. Okay.
Jam Fob says, if you see you do something, or didn't say good morning, or good afternoon, or whatever, Granny would say, I go tell your daddy for you. And then you're afraid to go home. There was a cousin of mine in the village. We used to refer to her as Fasting Mabel. Jam Fobs.
Yes.
But you can't let her hear you, though, no? You can say all you want, but you can't let her hear you. And those you're still in trouble.
You know, but fasting mean that they were looking out.
Yes, they were
looking out for you, right?
As one of Granny's surviving strategies, we would also have to remember the patching.
The clothes,
yeah, man.
And so
of course.
Right.
Because you were not allowed to walk on the street with any tea or anything in your clothes.
Right.
And the patch with whatever color they catch.
Right.
That is true.
Yes.
And persons shared clothes. We didn't mention that.
Hand me down.
Clothes at them as well, right? Right. Okay. All right. Well, it's past the bottom of the hour. Okay, and these were.
Yes. Okay, these last.
You have something else? Go ahead, Joe.
Then he says, our granny was the village granny, and no matter who went home, everybody get their share. That is true.
Yes.
That is true. I can testify to that.
Yes.
And Colin Lawrence says, our community was so close knit. I love my Nevis culture. Pray we don't lose it all.
Yes.
We have lost a lot of it, but
we don't lose all, man.
We don't lose all while I am alive.
Yes.
But that's the point. Because you have to keep some going.
Yes. Jam Fab says, Granny used to tie up the money in a handkerchief or a piece of cloth so you don't lose the money. And the shopkeeper would tie up the change to go home. That is true.
That is true.
That is true.
Right.
That is true. Gwen Williams says, you also had to be respectful of your, but of course,
you're
in trouble.
You're in trouble.
Joseph Brooks says some of our pants were like a map of the world. this patch, that patch, the other patch. Yes.
Well, as we are getting to our closing moments, we'll have to also remember that when you're leaving Granny, she always took something in your hand.
Yes.
You never leave Granny empty, right?
No.
So,
Exactly.
what are you giving Chesley?
Okay. Phone.
You giving the phone? Good morning. You on the good old days? Hello.
Yes, Ren.
Yes,
I just wanted to say this before you sign off. I remember one time. This is not a granny, but this is my mother and the way she was.
But she was somebody's granny.
I went into a shop, and the shopkeeper was a man, and he started talking to me, and he said to me, "Give me a kiss." So I say, "You're forward now." And my mother passed at that exact same time and heard me say to the man, "You're forward now?" And she came in and she said to him, "Who she just asked if they forward you?" And he didn't answer. And she didn't ask me what happened, why I said that to him. He just said to me, "You go home till I come." And I know what that meant. And when she got home, you know what I got. That man, no, she didn't. That man was my elder, and I said to him, "You're forward now," and she heard it, and that was it for me. So we had to be respectful of people that were older than us, no matter who they were.
And even though they take advantage of you.
I, Ren, that's true. That's true. Because, you know, he said to me, give me a kiss. And, you know, right away I said, you're forward now. And she was there on the spot to hear that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So nobody had to tell
then.
us. Nobody had to tell her. That's what she heard, and you get the penalty.
Yes. I couldn't deny it because I said it,
Of
but
course.
she didn't want to know the reason why I said it.
Right.
As far as
You
you're
know,
concerned, you said it to
because-
somebody older than you, and you were wrong.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Thank you,
anyway,
Gwen.
guys, have a good weekend.
You too, dear. Thank you very
too.
much.
Thank you very much.
She's all right. Eh?
Yeah, but you know, in that situation, there are some. Well, if the child was allowed to
speak,
because something like that, I want to know what make. What make you tell Mr. So and so? You forward now.
Yeah.
I want to know. Open your mouth.
Open your mouth and talk.
And then if they talk, they would realize, and they go right back to the man.
Yeah,
go
of course.
right back to the man.
Right back.
Yeah. So, you know.
How many of us have gotten licks in school in front of the teacher?
From parents?
Yeah.
Oh no, me not so fortunate.
Me neither, but I've seen it
I have
happen.
seen people, but me not so fortunate.
No. You call that fortunate?
Me not so fortunate. Well, good fortune or bad fortune.
When the teacher beat you and then the parents beat you, that not good, no?
Yes. Yeah, of course that.
Boy, I tell you.
That is your poor fortune.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe we can leave you with just one bit from Granny's wise counsel as we end. And we could say, foot no walk, what is it?
Mouth no eat.
Foot no walk, mouth no eat. Foot no walk, mouth no eat. Right? So, Granny embraced hard work as part of life. And we have to remember that you have to make an effort.
Well, foot no walk meaning,
yes.
you know, you have to walk around, say hello to the neighbors and so,
Yes,
you know, just visit them, see what they're doing and so on. And more often than not, you get something to bring back home.
Yeah, exactly. That's what when you venture
Yes,
out,
when you venture out, yes.
invariably you get something to come back with.
Yes, so
yes, that is some total of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Foot no walk, mouth no eat.
Right, definitely. All right.
Let's get Ginger in the background.
Yes, he's there.
I don't start it. Okay. And while we round up, just take these last two comments. I think these last couple of comments. I think I took this one from Joseph Brooks already, who said the pants was like the map of the world, and then he says in relation to the one above, then he said we thought our neighbors were just trying to get us in trouble. A lot of times we thought so, and then. Jam Fab says, no, before that, yes, it's and Jam Fab, she laughed at the comment from Joseph, but she said if Granny didn't want you to forget a message, she will tie a string on your finger. I've heard of that.
Yes.
And she also said, Gwen, you didn't tell her why you said it. Well, she wasn't given the chance, you know, Jam Fab, that's the point. She wasn't given the chance. Then he says, wow, it's so sad that's why people get in trouble sometimes, yes. And Jerome says, don't forget Granny's cash reserve was always kept in her bosom.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yes,
oh, yes. Jaffa says, Lord have mercy. I see that happen. This girl got licks on stage, and you know what I dream. And you know what? I dreamed her last night. Was it because it was going to come up today?
Yes.
Joseph says, I made a mistake and introduced my teacher to my mother. It's the biggest mistake I made.
Oh, Lord.
All right. Okay, yes. All right. We want to thank everyone for their participation, for following, for being part of today's edition of The Good Old Days. And we do look forward to you. You know, as we wish you a great weekend, we look forward to being with you next week for a new edition of The Good Old Days.
Yes. And as we go, Chesley, I'd like to say advance happy birthday to my wife, who is celebrating this coming Monday.
Okay, well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Paulette. That's the what was that, the 27th of May, right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So
yes,
enjoy.
Right. Yes. Good. Right.
Advance birthday to you, Paulette.
Yes.
All right, we out?
Out.
Let's go, Ginger.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.